This book, Basic Crochet and Knit, and I believe it's by Onduri Press, is an old, well-loved book. I don't even think you can get it new anymore, but it's one of my absolute favorite books to lend to beginning knitters. And I picked it up way back in the day when I was first being taught how to knit. It's not very thick, as you can see. Might even have the original price tag on it. $5.50. But anyway, this has been a lifesaver for me in my early years of knitting. I don't use it anymore per se, but I lend it out constantly to my beginning knitter friends, and I ask that they bring it back as pristine as possible because I love it so much. It's just a little Bible. Why do I like this book? It has the basics, really, as the title says, the basics. If you're an advanced knitter, nothing in here for you. But as a beginner, it is great because of the simple, clear illustration and the minimal text. So I'm just going to open it up to the basics of knitting. Very minimal text, which I think, you know, especially in the day of YouTube, we all prefer to learn through video learning. I think this actually was ahead of its time back in the day. It doesn't have too many words. It's mostly illustration. But it's got all the basics that you need in terms of learning how to knit, casting on, how to hold the yarn. It's got some of the very basic stitching that you might end up doing. Talks about increasing, decreasing, grafting and assembly, how to do buttonholes, and how to do just, and then just some of the basic stitching. So it has been just a real lifesaver for me in my early days of knitting. The other thing I liked about this book is I did start by crocheting as a child, but once I had done knitting, I gave up on the crocheting. But I shouldn't say give up on it, but I don't do it very frequently. But as a knitter, you actually do use crochet in your work, especially when you're finishing off edging of pieces. And I often will forget, how on earth do you do a single crochet? What's a double crochet? I can't remember. And so I'll end up pulling out this little Bible of mine that shows me, oh right, that's how I do a single crochet. So again, it's just full of basic crochet, how to do a foundation ring, increasing, decreasing, changing colors, joining the edges, and buttonholes. So it's just very basic, but as you can see, the illustrations are excellent, minimal text. So this one, like I said, I don't think you can buy it new anymore, but I think there's still some used copies available around through used bookstores or on Amazon.